a little frustrated. Past 2 weeks have been a little frustrating for me. I feel like I'm in a creative rut. I think some of you out there might be able to relate with the feeling of not really succeeding in achieving the things that you are trying to achieve. It's simple. In the carving realm of this, I have been trying to complete a customer commission now for like really about 4 weeks. It's just 4 items. I should be able to crank out 4 items like that. Something about getting a commission that's thrown me off, I think. Normally I make things, I go to markets, I sell the things that I made. I've had customers actually ask me to make them items. It's been pretty cool and very busy, actually, carving wise, but new to me because I'm not used to getting commissions and specific requests. I think it messed with my brain a little bit, and I felt a lot of pressure to make things that were more perfect than what well, not more perfect than I normally make, but I think I was just striving for perfection. And I was hit with failure after failure after failure, from not being satisfied with the end result because I feel like I tried too hard and the overall designs just weren't pleasing to me and satisfying, so started over, to having items just crack and develop cracks. It's been crazy. This is my 4th attempt at making a ladle for this customer. And while I'm happy with this one, this is actually the 3rd one today I've tried to make. I'm exhausted. This one, unfortunately, even has a crack in the bowl, in the bottom of the bowl. I'm not going to go with it any further than this because I'll just be wasting more time and more energy. And I've gone through like logs of cherry. So I thought I'd throw this on video. My revelation was that I forgot to pay attention to the basics. And I was striving for perfection and for designs that I normally don't do. I mean, customers came to me because they saw the work that I already created. They loved it. They wanted me to make something for them. Why my brain told me to do something other than what I normally do, I don't know. But I forgot to go back to the basics. And I made all kinds of mistakes in this process. So yesterday I completed a spoon, and it was a back to basics spoon. The ladles I tried to make were not back to basics ladle. This is a back to basic ladle. Like 3rd attempt today, and I feel like I'm getting it. So anyway, long ramble. I'm inviting you to come and witness that at the end of this day, 4th ladle in, grabbing myself by the apron strings and telling myself, go back to basics. Do what you know. Just because it's basics doesn't mean that it's wrong. I can embellish on basics afterwards, but I gotta get down to the basics. I have to complete my order. I have to get a successful ladle. And so please come with me and join me. Either we fail again, 4th or 5th time in, or we succeed. That's the real world, folks. It's going to happen. It's going to happen to me. It's going to happen to you. So let's do it. Thank you for joining me. Let's make a ladle. I have huge cracks in this bowl. And so, yeah, folks, I think this one's probably going to be a failure too. I don't know what's going on with this wood. Yeah. I think it's a goner. Yeah, so I guess the end grain is really splitting on this. And, well, I'm going to empty out the bowl and see if this thing's a goner. But my estimation is that, yep, ladle number 5. Well, that was a whole lot of effort for nothing, because as it turned out, that ladle cracked as well. It developed cracks along the grain on the front side of the bowl. Now, I attribute that to several different factors, which I've corrected and successfully made another ladle utilizing my new method for this. Now, this may not apply to all woods, but cherry in particular dries really quickly. The problem, one of the major problems here, was that it was drying while I was working on it. That's a major problem. So for my new ladle, I kept dunking it in a bucket of water as I was working on it. Anytime I needed a new tool, I dropped it into the water. Anytime I walked away from my workspace, I dunked it into a tub of water, a bucket, a tub, whatever you have, and kept it soaking wet so that it doesn't dry out while I work. Second thing is, I believe that when I was axing out the walls of my ladle and the previous ladles, I was being too aggressive, and I think that I was hammering the sides more than I was axing the sides, and I ended up separating the grains apart from one another, inadvertently, not knowing it. And my axes are probably just not sharp enough because I hadn't sharpened them enough in order to avoid that happening. So I learned a lot. So my tips are, if you're going to be making a ladle or something like that where you're going to have a bowl and then a much thinner area, they're going to be drying at different rates of speed. For cherry in particular, and this may not be true for all woods, but cherry in particular dries really quickly as you're working on it. Dunk it in water every chance you get. When you walk away, leave it in a tub of water until the next time you come back and work with it. Also, the method I developed to do this one was super awesome and cool, and I'm going to do another video, so stay tuned for that, about how I did that. Essentially, I used a draw knife in a guillotine motion while this is viced up to get the outside of my bowl carved correctly without stressing the wood out by hammering it out. The draw knife was awesome. It was kind of effortless, and I know for a fact it did not stress out the wood. What else did I do? That was about it. Just different methods. Super happy with the way that this one came out, so that's awesome. And stay tuned for that next video. I'm going to show you the method I used for carving out that bowl. You can use it for ladles, kuksas, or cups, bowls, serving bowls, whatever you. I think it's going to work universally for anything that you need to have a round surface for. So anyway, thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching this video, even though it culminated in not a completed product, but a lesson well learned that allowed me to make a follow-up product. Ladle number 6. 5 or 6. All right. Thank you very much, folks. Enjoy. Bye-bye.